Pre-season has finished and we have been fairly busy, and we have spent £53 million in the transfer window so far, but we still have £60 million left to spend. I'm not quite sure where to spend it, goalkeeper or striker. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to West Ham. Part 7, Season 2 is about to begin in this very brief beta save. And we have been fairly busy in the transfer window, and we will have a look at that very shortly. And we will be playing 2 games today. We will be at home to Brentford, and then in our second game, we will be away at Wolves. And I want to get off to as good a start as possible, bearing in mind what happened last season. But as usual, before we get into what's been going on and off the pitch, if you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people suffer playing this game, then you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow and help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. And for the first time in a long time, we will be starting the season with a clean bill of health. We have no current injuries at the moment. And that, I can assure you, has not happened in many a year. And let's go straight into what has been happening in the transfer window this summer. And there have been a number of players who have left the club, raising £60 million this summer. We've let go Pablo Fornals. He went out to Villarreal on a free. And then we've let go a very promising young midfielder, Ollie Scarles. He wanted to leave, and so he's gone on a free to Celtic. Vladimir Koufal, after my fights with him, he went out to Saudi club Al Raid for £2.3 million, rising to 2.9. And then Kurt Zouma was the first big sale of the season. We let him go to Manchester United for £32.5 million, rising to 36, and so raised a lot of money through that sale. And then another young centre-back who I felt was a very promising prospect. He went out to Saudi club Al Qadsiya. When they came in with a bid of 25 million for him, rising to 30 million, I thought it was too good to sit back and not take that. And so he was a young player who I had a lot of faith in at centre-back, who's gone out. And that meant that we could bring some players in, and we have been busy spending some money. And we have brought in Rooney Bardhi, and he has come in from Copenhagen for £9.25 million. I think he is going to be an exceptional player. He is 18 years old and he already has exceptional attributes for his age, and I think he's going to develop very nicely indeed and become one of the leading players here. However, he does have a release clause in his contract for £84 million, and I think it probably won't be long before he is sold. And then we brought in Patrick Fifa from Augsburg. He's come in. He is a centre-back. He's also just 24 years old. He's probably more of a squad rotation option, but he's very, very good in the air, and he has good physicals and mentals. And so hopefully he will do a very good job for us this season as a rotation option. And then we brought in Josip Stanisic. He's come in from Bayern for £6 million. He is a fullback. We were desperately short at both left back and right back, so we have been fullback shopping. He's made a good start in pre-season and he's performing particularly well. He also has good mentals and decent physicals, and he's also pretty good technically, so I'm hoping we'll have a very good season from him. He is capable of playing all across the back line, which is a bonus. And then we have brought in Zeki Celik. He's come in from Roma for £5.75 million. He is also a fullback who can play at left back or right back, and he is also a pretty decent player. I see him more as a rotation option at the moment, but he might grow into the team. He has also started pre-season well, and hopefully will adapt and we'll get a good season out of him as well. Spent some money on fullbacks, and hopefully we've made the right purchases there. And then just recently we've brought in Ali Al Muzrati. He's come in from BRG for £25.5 million. He is a DLP. I was looking for a defensive midfielder, a DLP. He's good at tackling, he can mark, he's got good mentals, he's got decent physicals. I'm hoping that he can do a very good job for us. He can pass a ball and he's quite creative as well. Does lack a little bit of flair, but I'm hoping that he will still do a very good job for us as the number 1 DLP this season. We also are waiting on two players, and we have two players waiting to come in. We are waiting on Mike Marmol. He's considering a contract, and he is a centre-back, possibly can play also as a full-back, and he is a very good player, and I like him a lot, and he will play as a central defender. I think he's got a big future in front of him. He's 23 years old, and I think he is going to be an excellent signing should he come in. And then finally, we are waiting on David Jurasek. He will come in from Benfica for £14.25 million. I didn't mention that Marmol will cost us £18.5 million from Las Palmas, but he I think, will be a very good signing. Jurasek is a fullback again. We have been spending money on fullbacks, and we are making sure that we've got a ton of fullbacks to call on. And he is a very good player. He has a lot of potential. Again, he's 24 years old. He's got brilliant mentals and physicals. He's not a bad technical player. He can cross a ball, and I see him as an attacking fullback down the left-hand side. He will be the number one choice, I think, at fullback on the left, and I'm pretty sure, or I'm at least hoping, that we'll get a very good season out of him. And those two players will cost us £33 million, but that will still leave us money to spend. We will still have £32 million left in the kitty, plus 100,000 in the wage budget. And so I have to make a decision. Do I want to bring in a goalkeeper, or do I want to bring in a striker? Ivan Toney, of course, will be our number one starting striker, but with only Ings as backup, I see that this might be a slight problem. We are lacking also in the goalkeeper front, and we only have Areola who can play in goal, and the backup is not so good. Maybe we will have to find two backups, one striker, one goalkeeper, but we'll worry about that as the season moves on and as we go into the final couple of weeks of the transfer window. But for now, we need to focus on these first two games, and the first game is at home to Brentford. I'll go and get the team ready, and we'll see you just before the kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today in the opening game of this season against Brentford is Areola in goal, with Stanisic, Mavropanos, Aguer and Emerson at the back. Alvarez, Ward-Prowse and Bowen in midfield, with Paqueta, Kudus and Toney up front. We are fairly familiar with the style of play. We haven't put many of our new players into the side, so I'm hoping that we can get off to a very good start here today. Brentford is a team that we should be beating, and we are favourites here for a reason, and we should be getting out there and making this count. 3 points are on offer here, and we can't afford to turn these down today. I'm hoping for a very good start, and we do have a throw with Stanisic, and he gets the ball back, and he's looking to go up the right. Can he get a cross in? He looks inside for Ward-Prowse. Ward-Prowse finally picks the ball up. It was a poor pass. Alvarez looking inside for Paqueta. Paqueta finds Emerson on the left into the box. Emerson into the penalty area, and Toney has scored, and it is West Ham 1, Brentford 0. And the referee is checking VAR. Was that an offside? I'm not quite sure that was offside. I'd like to think that was okay. And the goal is awarded. I do think there's too much VAR in the game, but it's something we have to put up with. As Paqueta found Emerson and his driving run, and Toney was in space in the 6-yard box. And we are a goal up, and that is a perfect start. It's West Ham 1. Brentford 0, and I don't think we need to see that. I think he was, just about offside, and so the game has begun well for West Ham, and it is 1-0. We've had pretty much the best of the game. There is not much been happening. There's only been one shot and one shot on target. That's gone to West Ham and to Ivan Toney, and that is what has put us in the lead. Possession-wise, we are dominating possession, and we've had 63% of the ball at the moment. And so hopefully we can maintain that, keep pushing Brentford back. This is the attacking system that we are going to be playing this season. I don't know if the old tactics of FM23 are still going to work in 24. The jury's out on that. It doesn't seem that spectacular at the moment. But at the moment, time is ticking over. Not much is happening. There's only been 2 shots in the entire game. And at the moment, it is West Ham 1, Brentford 0. And nothing seems to be happening here. I think we'll up that and match speed between the highlights is probably a little bit slow, so we'll up that a little bit, try and get through the game a little bit faster. The clock is ticking over a little bit faster. We've been the dominant team, although there's only been one highlight and that resulted in a goal. We are actually getting a lot of shots on target, and at the moment it's still West Ham 1, Brentford 0, and let's hope we can hold on to this and even add to it in the second half. Nobody's looking particularly tired and nobody's having a particularly bad game at the moment. We are dominating the match, but I'd like more than one goal on the score sheet. And at half-time, it is a very poor game, actually, but we are leading by a goal to 0. And I think we need to be telling them, yes, I do believe that things are going well, but we need to do better. You weren't that bad, but you can still improve. And they have to get this second goal. They have the ability to do it. They need to do it. And at the moment, it's still very nervy stuff. It'll only take one shot on target, and Brentford could be back in the game. But at the moment, it's still West Ham 1, Brentford 0. That first minute goal by Tony has been enough so far to separate the two teams. Brentford really haven't been any bother. Here is Ward-Prowse bursting into the box. I thought he was going to take a shot there. He didn't. He finds Bowen instead. Alvarez looks inside for Kudus. Kudus to Ward-Prowse. Emerson bursting into the box, and Emerson took the shot. It is now West Ham 2, Brentford 0, a perfect start. That is what we wanted to do right at the beginning, and we have hopefully got the 3 points. Brentford are still yet to cause us any problems. Lovely passing in and around the penalty box. People seemed a bit hesitant to take a shot, but Emerson, when he got side of the goal, he wasn't afraid to have a dabble, and he's made it 2-0. And I think we need to tell these boys to shoot a little bit more often. And we do have another throw. 56 minutes are gone. Can we get a third? Can we put Brentford to bed? It's a game we should be winning. And there's another chance. It's hit the crossbar. Brentford clear, but it comes out to Bowen. Bowen back into the box, and Brentford can finally clear and look to break on the counter-attack. But we have intercepted, and that's nice from Bowen. Nice to see him having a good game today, Bowen. We don't often see him playing well in the live games, and I think maybe we can hold on a little bit. We're not that tired. I think probably substitutes around the 70-minute mark this season, I'm learning quite quickly, might be a good idea. Not around the 60-minute mark. And we are playing well. And here's Bowen to Kudus again. Kudus, he's looking to break forward, but he's robbed, and Brentford can come forward. And that's a poor pass. Tony's in, and we've hit the crossbar again. And that was a gilt-edged chance, and I would have expected Tony to put that away. But at the moment, it's still 2-0. I think now maybe time to make some substitutions. And so we have made our changes, and we have given debuts to Celik at left back and also to Al-Musrati at DLP. And we just need to hold on to this game now. There's just 15 minutes left. I also have kept one substitution back in the event of an injury, which happens quite a lot. We do have another chance. It's deflected and saved. We need to put this game to bed. I'm a bit worried that we haven't got more than 2 goals, but Brentford have not had a single shot in the entire game, and it would be fairly cruel if we were not to be allowed to win this game. We've got 2 tired players in Ward-Prowse and Kudus. Stanisic is also tired. I think I'll make my final substitution very shortly, and if we do get an injury, I'm pretty sure we can see this game out then. And Brentford do have a foray into our half, but it comes to nothing. And Areola is going to look to play the ball out. He finds Mavropanos. Mavropanos looking for Stanisic. He's had a very good game for his first game at right back. And here is Rooney, one of my finest signings I think I've done in a long while. He looks like a very good player, Rooney. He's into the box. He does have a chance, and he could score. And Rooney has scored on his debut. What a start for the young 18-year-old. And I think I need to make one of these substitutions. Ward-Prowse possibly is very, very tired, and we'll bring on Souček in midfield. But lovely, lovely play. And Rooney needs no second invitation. He is going to be a very, very good player. And it is possible that we might have to move Bowen over onto the left to accommodate Rooney. He's going to be a great player, I think. And we are still coming forward, and Souček finds what's his name? Al-Murati looking for Kudus. Kudus, he has Rooney behind him. Rooney in space. Rooney with a pass into the box, and we should have scored there. Ben Rama should have put that away. I think it might have been deflected. It has gone out for a corner. Can we get a goal to finish this game off? It is at the moment West Ham 3, Brentford 0, to the near post, and it's headed over the crossbar, and it remains 3-0, and we have deservedly won this game. We have kept Brentford to 0 shots. They have not had a single shot during the entire game. And Kudos, can he wrap it up with a goal from a set piece? He's waiting, winding the clock down. And the referee, come on referee, let's blow for time. Kudos is taking his time here. What have we got up our sleeves here? And we're waiting. The clock has begun now. Kudos, the ball is deflected, goes to the far post. What a chance! And that was headed over. I'm not sure that was off the training ground, but we should have scored. And the final score here today is West Ham 3, Brentford 0. What a fantastic performance that was. Well done, lads. That was a very good win for us. It's a game we were expected to win. It's a game we've done well, and we have won. And that puts us in second place in the table after the first round of fixtures. And hopefully we will go on and do pretty well and in this season, and as this season progresses. I believe we've made good transfers. I believe we still have a good team from last season. And hopefully with both of those things in mind, I'm hoping we'll have a good season in Europe and a good season in the Premier League. We just will never know. We do have a tough game next, and I need to go and get the team ready for the trip to Wolves. And so I'll be back just before the kickoff. We'll be right back. And so the team for today against Wolves, this is going to be a very much more difficult game, is Areola in goal with Stanisic, Mavropanos, Agued and Emerson at the back. Alvarez, Ward-Prowse and Rooney in midfield. Rooney is replacing Jarrad Bowen, who has got himself injured for a month. Paqueta, Kudus and Tony will play up front. It's unfortunate that we have started getting injuries now. Rooney is the first one, and he's going to be... Bowen is the first one. He's going to be out for a month. And I want these boys to go out there, pick up where they were left off last time. And I'm going to say I'm expecting to see a solid defence out there. I'm looking for these players to play well again today. I just need to check, I think, the lines for the low block. I think that will be fine. I'm going to play with a higher line and just hopefully that their pace. Wolves are a very, very pacey team. They're a very good team. I think they finished very high up the table last season, and we are going to do well to get anything out of this game. I've gone for the low block, despite the fact that it doesn't seem to be working anymore in FM. But we're going to try it and see what happens. We have had the better of the game so far, and we've created the game's only opportunities. I don't know how this low block is going to work out, and I certainly don't expect Wolves to sit back and just let us come at them, which is what seems to be happening at the moment. It's a very even game in terms of possession, but we've had the opportunities. We haven't had a shot on target though, but I'll take a point away against Wolves because that will be a very good point. And match momentum wise pretty much is with Wolves at the moment. They are coming back into the game and they do have a throw-in. I suspect they will take the lead very soon, and in the second half we'll just play in the low block, and in the second half we'll up the tempo and look to get at them a little bit more, try to stretch them in the second half. We'll try and defend for the first half, that's the game plan, but if we can't defend then we'll have to attack earlier. But at the moment it's Wolves definitely coming into the game. They have scored. I was expecting it. I'm not going to get upset. Wolves are a better team than us, and despite all the signings that we've made, I don't think it really makes any difference. Poor old Rooney is having an absolute nightmare on the wing. He needs to get his act together. He's just 18 though, so I'll have to change him at half time. It is Wolves 1, West Ham 0. I'm not expecting to win this game, so why worry about it? And Wolves are just better than us at the end of the day. We're not playing very well either. And like, if I can get anything out of this, it'll be great. If we can even score a goal, it'll be fabulous. Because at the moment, we don't look like we're going to score a goal. Here is Rooney. Rooney sends it back to Stanisic. He finds Alvarez. Alvarez to Stanisic. We're looking to get into the box. Can he get a cross in? No, he can't. It's pretty appalling. Comes all the way out to Alvarez. And what I actually don't like about FM24 is that it makes you look like you are a dreadful football team. Ball to the far post, headed over the crossbar by a mile. And that's what really upsets me about the game is at the moment is you can lose games, but you don't have to look like complete idiots. And that's what the game is actually doing. It's making you look like you're absolute idiots. Several players are not playing well and need to be told it's not good enough. And we'll include Tony in that and tell them you have not been good enough. Get your acts together. Unfortunately, I've had to include Rooney in that. He's just an 18-year-old, and but he's not playing very well. Unfortunately, also, the Wolves are not getting tired, which is a bit of a shame because we are not actually playing at a very high intensity and should be conserving energy, but it looks like Wolves are as well. And there's a ball to the near post, comes out to Ward-Prowse. Prowse back to Rooney. Rooney on the edge of the box finds Alvarez. He finds Mavropanos, and Wolves will look to break. Mavropanos manages to steal the ball back. We are maybe a little bit narrow as we look to play a lot through the middle. Paqueta has a chance. Paqueta's burst into the box. Paqueta has equalised. And it is Wolves 1, West Ham 1. I'm still not expecting to get anything out of this game. I don't believe the game at this current point in time. I have two players who are playing really badly, as well as Tony. I do have to make substitutions here because they are playing very poorly now. And I don't believe the game at the moment, but it is Wolves 1, West Ham 1, and I'm going to go and make those changes now. I think it's probably time to do it. And so we've made those three changes. Unfortunately, Rooney is having a very poor game. He's been replaced by Nathan. Benrahma has come on, and Danny Ings has come on up front. Can we get a winning goal here? That has gone over the crossbar. I think it hit the crossbar again. I don't know how many times we hit the crossbar. We are back in this game. We're not getting shots on target, which is unfortunate. We do have a free kick to the back post. There is a chance. We have scored. And Alvarez has put it in at the back post. We are 2-1 up now. And I don't believe the game. I really don't believe what's happening at the moment. It is Wolves 1, West Ham 2. Alvarez found himself alone at the back post. The goalkeeper made an absolutely horrendous error, and we are coming back into this game. And maybe the low block is actually still going to work in FM. I'm just looking around for anybody who's not playing very well at the moment, but everybody seems to be doing okay at the moment. And as we come up to 80-minute mark, I probably need to make some more changes now as we do look to break, and Ward-Prowse finds Danny Ings. Danny Ings has the ball taken off him. Wolves are coming forward. I still think that Wolves are going to win this game, and call me pessimistic if you like, but I don't trust the game at the moment, and I don't trust West Ham to be good enough to hold on to this 2-1 lead. The fact that we've scored 2 goals is just a bonus for me. I do think that West Ham are going to score in the dying minutes. I'm looking at the lines and wondering, do I need to get the lines back a little bit? Probably I do. And I just can't believe how good I am at predicting what is going to happen in this game. I'm going to put the lines back a little bit now and hopefully stop them playing those through balls. I just don't believe what's happening here. I do believe what's happening here. I just called it. Wolves are going to win this 3-2. And because I don't believe the game at the moment, which is a sad thing to say. So we're going to pull the lines back, and I don't think it matters what I do. I'm going to make a couple of changes as well. But we'll do that after this highlight. We have Numu not playing well on the right wing now. Is it like, why does he have to be not playing well either? We don't have tired players particularly. Paqueta is quite tired, so we will possibly have to take Paqueta off. We may have to jiggle the team around to accommodate that, and because Benrahma will have to go out onto the left. But I don't think I have anyone who can come on up top anymore. We'll have to just see what happens. I'm really talking rubbish and gibberish at the moment because my nerves are shot. And can we hold on? It would be nice if we could hold on. I very much doubt it, though, as Nathan tries to burst down the right. Can he find someone in the box? Looking for Ward-Prowse with a volley. What a chance. We've taken the lead again. But I still don't believe the game. And it is now Wolves 2, West Ham 3. The referee is checking VAR. And I'm guessing this is going to be disallowed. If it's for us, it will be disallowed. If it's for the opposition, it's awarded. That's how it goes. And so that's how I knew it was going to be disallowed. If something happens at the other end, it will be awarded. And he was in front of the goalkeeper. And so that's unfortunate. I'm going to go... Well, I still can't because the highlights are relentless. As Wolves will look to come forward and will look to score the winning goal. And especially now, as we've had that goal disallowed, Wolves will score the winning goal. And we have won the ball, though, and here is Emerson. Emerson breaking forward, has done well, and here's Nathan. Nathan finally has woken up on the right-hand side, finds Emerson into the box. What a chance, and it's gone wide of the post. And that's how I know that Wolves are going to win this game. Time to make some changes. And so we have made our final changes. There are just 6 minutes left. Are we going to hold on, or am I going to be correct and Wolves are going to win the match? Benrahma has a free kick. We're surely not going to score from this, as Benrahma looks to wind up this free kick. Taking his time, that's part of this low block, is that we do slow everything right down. Benrahma to the near post, it's tipped over the crossbar. It's not going to be our day. Is it going to be Wolves who win the game fine at the final death? We do have a lot of bodies forward for this corner. It doesn't worry me that we don't have many people back and for looking after the counter-attack. It's to the near post, into the box again. It's come back out, comes to Ings. Ings delayed his shot. I thought Ings should have shot there, should have taken the shot on. He didn't. And there are a lot of highlights here. I think it's just the game winding me up and saying Wolves are going to score in a minute. That's the reason for the highlights. It's the fact that we've been missing everything for the last 5 minutes is the reason that I know that Wolves are going to win this. And it's the amount of highlights is telling me that there is going to be one more goal. As Stanisic brings the ball forward and he is caught. He does find Almaty, though, in midfield. What a lovely pass. Numu's in space. Now, is that offside or are we going to win the game? I think he's offside again. And that is why I know the Wolves are going to win. I think this is offside. We will not be awarded this. It does not happen to West Ham. The goal is disallowed. I knew it was going to be disallowed, and I still feel that Wolves are going to score. This game is very readable. And that was just like so close. And I think it was more likely that Danny Ings was offside. Are Wolves going to get the final goal, or is it going to be a draw? I think we were cheated there. We had 2 disallowed goals. We had all the play, and I'm not very happy. It's disappointing we didn't win, boys, but that's it. It's just disappointing. We finish the episode in 4th. I do not trust this game at all at the moment. I'm really sad to say. And if we have a look at what's coming up in the schedule, we have Arsenal-Brighton coming up to finish off 2 very tough games. And then I think what I'll do is I'll play all the way through September. There aren't many games to play through September. We'll come back at the beginning of October for Liverpool and Manchester City. What a disaster that promises to be. We'll have news of any other transfers that we've made at the end of September, but we do have to rush through this season. But it might be that the Champions League will have started and we can show a Champions League game instead of getting annihilated by both of those. Look at the month of October. Liverpool, Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea. Horrid. That's it for this episode. If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content and you love to see people like me suffering playing this game, then you are definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, help the channel to grow, help us to support the very good work of the British Heart Foundation. It is really weird. I know this is only the beta version, but I don't trust the game. I don't trust the game to react in the way that you want it to. And I'm not sure results are actually a fair reflection of what's going on at the moment. I hope they're going to fix it. Please, FM, fix it. And that's it for this episode. All that remains to be said now is stay safe, take care, and we'll see you in the next one.